Good afternoon and welcome to Morristown Bears Field, where our boys lacrosse team takes on Hanover Park High School. Before we honor our class of 2025 MBS boys lacrosse seniors, we would just like to congratulate the seniors from Hanover Park and wish them the best in their future endeavors. Congratulations. Now, let's honor our seniors from Morristown Bears School. Number 18, Sean Rizzo. Sean has been a dedicated member of our boys lacrosse program for all 4 years of high school, and his involvement in athletics extends even further as a three-sport varsity athlete in football, hockey, and lacrosse. A leader on and off the field, Sean has made his mark primarily as a defenseman, known for his toughness, consistency, and team-first attitude. His presence has been instrumental to the team's competitive edge. Off the field, Sean is a true embodiment of school spirit and commitment, serving as a captain and representing MBS with pride across all three sports. Sean will continue his academic journey at the University of Tennessee in the fall. He is joined today by his parents, Darren and Sharon Rizzo. Congratulations, number 18, Sean Rizzo. Number 15, Zach Braun. Zach has been a dedicated member of our boys lacrosse program for all 4 years of high school, and his involvement in the sport began even earlier with 3 years in middle school. A versatile player, Zach has contributed in multiple roles, including goalie, defensive midfield, and close defense. His adaptability and commitment to the team have been invaluable. Off the field, Zach serves as the president of the Future Physicians Club and volunteers as an emergency medical technician with the Summit First Aid Squad, an incredible example of leadership and service. Zach will continue his academic journey at Boston College in the fall. He is joined today by his parents, Heather and Elliot Braun. Congratulations, number 15, Zach Braun. Number 12, Kevin Sokolowski. Kevin has been a dedicated member of our boys lacrosse program for all 4 years of high school, and his athletic involvement extends beyond the spring season as a two-sport varsity athlete in basketball and lacrosse. A leader in every sense of the word, Kevin has served as a team captain and has been a steady presence in the midfield, bringing intensity, skill, and a team-first mindset every time he steps on the field. Kevin's impact is felt both in competition and in the locker room. His commitment, leadership, and competitive drive have helped shape the culture of this team and inspire those around him. Next year, Kevin will continue his academic journey at Loyola University, Maryland. He is joined today by his parents, Penny and Joe Sokolowski. Congratulations, number 12, Kevin Sokolowski. Number 10, Ryan Novak. A 4-year member of our boys lacrosse program, Ryan has been a key contributor on the defensive end and proudly serves as a captain this season. His work ethic, toughness, and team-first attitude have left a lasting impact on our program. In addition to lacrosse, Ryan was a varsity football player and also gave his time as a hockey team manager, showing his commitment to our school community in every season. Ryan will be continuing his academic journey at Indiana University in the fall. He is joined today by his parents, Harry and Craig Novak. Congratulations, number 10, Ryan Novak. Number 9, Michael Urbach. Michael has been an integral part of our boys lacrosse program, serving as a 2-year varsity goalie and this year's captain. His leadership, competitive spirit, and unwavering dedication have earned him numerous accolades, including the Coaches Award, All-State Honorable Mention, First Team All-Kimber, and a place on the top New Jersey senior list. Off the field, Mike gives back by volunteering with the Special Needs Athletic Program. Michael will be continuing his academic journey at Tulane University, where he hopes to play club lacrosse for the Green Wave. Michael is joined today by his parents, Dawn and Mike Urbach, his brother Matthew, and his grandparents. Please join me in congratulating Michael Urbach, number 9. Number 2, Marco Velastro. Marco has been a dedicated member of our Boys Lacrosse program for the past 2 years, and his contributions to MBS athletics extend well beyond the lacrosse field. A multi-sport athlete and committed team member, Marco has also been a varsity football player and a valued hockey team manager, showing his versatility and unwavering support for his school community. Primarily playing midfield, Marco is known for his effort, toughness, and team-first mentality. Whether making plays on the field or supporting his teammates behind the scenes, Marco brings energy, reliability, and a deep sense of pride. Marco will be continuing his academic journey at Syracuse University in the fall. He is joined today by his parents, Lisa and Buddy Velastro. Congratulations, number 2, Marco Velastro. Congratulations to all of our class of 2025, and good luck in today's competition.
had a question though, because that layer that I made with all the thing I made with all the layers, it was like frozen. Yeah, so I don't know what you want me to do now for that. Like the feed is frozen from the game cam. The clock cam is still going though. Like it's still moving, but the main camera is like frozen.
The main camera's frozen?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, close it. Jesus. The clock camera's still going, so close it.
Yeah.
Re-add the source.
Okay, but then I have to redo all the layers?
No, just close it if you might, but just close it and re-add the source and just get a camera file until you can fix it.
Okay.
Close the frozen source and re-add it.
Yeah.
Did you do that?
I got a selected video format is not supported by this device. Access is denied. What?
Okay, Jesus Christ. When did it go out? I don't know when it went out.
So I had a clean feed for the senior day.
Is the game camera good?
Yeah, it's going. It's just there's no clock cam or anything on it. I layered a different one. I had a clean feed for the other one for the senior day.
That's fine. If you have one camera, just go with the one camera and log feedback.
Let me make sure that's still working. Hold on. No, now this one's frozen. What the hell? Oh my god.
Restart VMix.
Okay.
Save and restart VMix.
Alright, I have to stop stream.
Coming to you live from Burke Memorial Field, campus of the Morristown Barrett School, the Senior Day Boys Lacrosse.
Well, no, the game's on.
apologies if that any technical delays as we're underway here from Morristown Baird School, St. Cooper Milwaukee, as the Moberg Crimson trailing 1-0 early in this first quarter against the Hanover Park Hornets. Senior Day broadcast had a nice ceremony earlier. Moberg here in white and crimson trying to tie the score up, going against Christian Carter in goal. He had 24 saves when the teams played last year. Moberg 10-8 win at Hanover Park. Velastro dumps it over. Harmony, 27-1. Explosive attack made. Freshman for Moberg. Shot that time from Velastro. Got knocked down on the way in. Secured the other way. Abdi had the pickup. Moberg will pick possession back up. Harmony will start the attack for the Crimson. The 1v1 here. Nice dive shot, and that gets through. Harmony, the first score for Moberg. We're even 1-1. Steve Medina, the first-year head coach for Moberg, spoke highly of Harmony, saying he's an explosive dodger, creates offense, shoots the lights out, and we saw all three of those aspects of his game on display. As we're even 1-1. Face-offs always a huge aspect of the game. Moberg's Jude Franco battling Sebastian Renzi today. So Renzi went early. Moberg will have possession. Last few years, these have been some tight games. 10-8 Moberg last year, 7-6 Moberg the year prior. Both teams really having resurgent years. And I think Moberg, 4 wins last year. They've already got 9 this year. Angelo Salenti's Hanover Park Hornets having a big year as well. Heavy contact that time on Franco. Got jarred loose. Salino had the ground ball for the Hornets. And then in transition. Great check that time. That'll warrant a whistle.
Alright, what? Didn't work?
Well, apologies if you haven't been hearing the play-by-play audio here. Had some technical difficulties, but we've got 3:50 to go in the opening quarter between Mo Baird and Hanover Park. Sam Cooperman with you. So we'll get back to action here in just a moment. Right now, Mo Baird is going to work on the power play here. Luke Harmony scored for Mo Baird to tie the game 1-1. And we'll wait on the official cue to pick things back up. Seeing both goalkeepers rise to the occasion early. And it's Christian Carter tending net for Hanover Park. Both teams, big win increases from 24 to 25. Fernandez ducks, dodges, goes low, blocked on the way in. Ricochets all the way out. And Mo Baird will spread. And I believe a timeout will be called here with 3:23 to go in the opening quarter. So with 3:23 in the first, 1-1 the score. As Mo Baird and Hanover Park playing on this senior day here at the Morristown Baird School. And prior to the game, had it on our stream, a really nice ceremony honoring the seniors here, and certainly recognize those guys. Marco Velastro, senior midi, someone that Coach Steve Manita calls coachable, one of the most respected guys on the team. And then you look at some of the other seniors. Kevin Sokolowski, who's a two-way player, who had a great basketball season prior to his senior boys lacrosse season, and has been big with the team and understanding the concept of changing an identity, the culture here with Mo Baird boys lacrosse. The first year of Steve Manita. He's coached at Division I, Division II, Division III. Great high school run at Chatham back in the early 2000s. Ryan Novak, senior captain. Football and hockey he's been involved in as well here at Mo Baird, headed to Indiana. Sokolowski going to Loyola, Maryland. And we get back to action here. Is 6-on-5 here. There were 2 penalties on Hanover Park. So working on the advantage as Mo Baird trying to take its first lead of the day. Schwartz the kick. Nothing there. Loop it in. Great look in front, but Mason Schwartz misses the mark. Backup was there from Harmony. From X, gets a running start. And now Hanover Park back to even numbers defensively. So Pawlowski didn't have any room to uncork one there. Fernandez swim move in. Tried to go around goal, but Steve Manita did not like that attempt that time. But again, the score 1-1 here with 2:30 to go in the opening quarter. Schwartz trying to pick up the pace. Garrett Walters has the defensive assignment. And ball picked up by Fernandez. Charles Fernandez Jr., who's working on taking care of the ball a little more, but the offensive skills by 16 in white, undeniable. He's had a really impressive year. Working 1v1 on the pole. Mo Baird working in the offensive zone for a long time here. pass wide to Fernandez. Off the field goal post and turnover. Hanover Park got the early marker. Mo Baird answered back, and now we've got 90 seconds to go in the first. Score is 1-1 here at Burke Memorial Field. The goalie, Christian Carter, leaves his line. Makes the short quarters pass as Hanover Park will bring it ahead. A.J. DeLaurie dishes it off. Thomas Moran, one of their top scorers, leads the team in assists, 17 in black. Has a catch with Renzi. Zach Redling defending at X right now. Walters slips in, pass, misses a few sets of sticks. And will be picked back up by the Hornets. Anderson hounding defensively, and Moran was not phased. 30 seconds and counting to go in the first. 1-1 score. Hanover Park looking to go to the first quarter break with the lead. Olszewski forced all the way back. Shot a little off the mark from Walters. 5.8 on the first quarter clock. So Hanover Park trying to draw something up to pull ahead here at the end of the first. Last ditch shot, and they will not get one off. Quarter comes to a close. Somehow did find its way, actually, to the Mo Baird keeper, Mike Erbach. Didn't see a scenario where that shot from DeLaurie would find its way through, but it did. 1-1 after 12 minutes here at the Morristown Baird School. Second quarter of this senior day matchup between Mo Baird and Hanover Park in just a moment. from Moran. Ball finds its way back to the Hornets for a moment. Costantino swept it out of bounds. And that's a turnover. So what looked like it would be a second chance ultimately was no chance here. Scores 1-1. 11 minutes till halftime. Maubert clears, going to work. Turner the dish. Heavy collision on the interior. Fernandez got clocked. And meanwhile, Hanover Park is on the other end of this outlet. Basilino ahead. Costantino steers it back in. They have numbers in close. Big save. Urbach, the denial on the doorstep. Moran had an excellent shot. And there again, Mike Urbach. First he stops Moran, then he stops Olszewski. He's been money here on his senior day. Urbach headed to Tulane University. Plans to play club lacrosse down there at New Orleans. And man, he has been so good this year, saving over 61% of his shots and averaging over 13 saves a game. But his counterpart, Christian Carter, has put up similar numbers, 64 on the save percentage, and also over 13 saves a game this year. And a timeout called from the Hanover Park sideline. So the Hornets will bring it in and discuss. 10:08 till halftime, 1-1 is your score. Both teams coming off losses, trying to get a win here in this May Friday night matchup. Hanover Park with the opportunity to potentially spoil a little bit of the senior day galore here. Maubert honoring a class that Coach Menino really speaks so highly of, and knowing coming in that this would be a rebuilding type situation. He says the team's shown glimpses throughout the season. They're trying to be more consistent, more fundamentally sound, and building a better offensive and defensive IQ has been key for them. And they've been throwing a ton out the mats all season, Benito and his staff, but the kids have responded beautifully. Says they're great kids. Reminds him of the start at Chatham in 2001 when he first took over the Chatham program after beginning his coaching career at Roxbury. And he believes the Crimson has the pieces to build something special, and there's no doubt about it. They care about lacrosse here, and the excitement is there's some great athletes on this team and a lot of kids that have the work ethic, the physical, mental skills to be great. And this team has put together a 9-7 season, looking to make it 10-7 here on this senior day. And when the dust settles here, get back to action. Even numbers. Walters, the dish. Renzi turns it around, back to Walters. Hanover Park, it's been over 12 minutes since they've last scored. Moran eventually resecures it. Nick Anderson, someone who Coach Menino calls a generational athlete, one in white. Looks like he's going to be sticking with Moran today. Olszewski trying a low-lying shot. Back up from Costantino. 9:35 till halftime, 1-1. Hanover Park operating with Moran. Pass way off target from Moran. And will they be able to save it? No. Turnover, Hanover Park. Defensively, that's where Maubert has really excelled this year. Holding opposing teams to under 9 goals per game. Hanover Park limiting teams to under 8 per game. And we're seeing those numbers on display today with a low-scoring first half. As Maubert coughs it up, an ill-advised turnover. Ryan Novak trying the outlet pass ahead. Ball stripped loose from Petro, and it's Anderson on the ground ball. Mobaird's got it. Potential transition opportunity. Pass was high and off the mark. Wanted Matty Baum.
Bringing this line, right? No. Where's the little thing?
Got 8.5 till halftime. 1-1 score. And Mobaird matching up with Hanover Park here on Senior Day. Moran against Anderson. Navigates through the screen, does Anderson. Shot goes in, Moran. That was a tough finish. Thomas Moran puts Hanover Park ahead 2-1. .7:57 till halftime. As Thomas Moran puts the visitors ahead by 1 at 2-1. Jude Franco taking the faceoffs for Mobaird against Sebastian Renzi of Hanover Park. Renzi wins another. Moran will wait for reinforcements. Bounce pass intercepted. That's one that Moran would probably like back. It was Ryan Novak who just swept it off the carpet. Coming back the other way, though, for Hanover Park. We've seen a lot of turnovers on both sides, and heavy hit that time. He's looking like it might cost Mobaird unless they got a timeout in, and with everybody heading to the side, I believe that's the case. So the timer sits at 7:28. Till we hit halftime here. Second quarter at the Morristown Bayard School. Sam Cooperman with you on this Friday late afternoon. As the officials congregate and try and sort everything out. See if Mobaird can even the score. Their lone goal coming from Luke Harmony back in the first quarter. A freshman who really projects well with what he's been able to do this year. 13 goals, 15 points for Luke Harmony. The Mobaird Crimson trying to get their 10th win of the season. And we resume play here with Hanover Park up a goal with the ball, 2-1. Around it goes. Moran. It's got Delory here. Try and turn his way inside. Turner had the defensive matchup that time. Moran, guarded by Anderson. Moran scored the go-ahead goal for Hanover Park. Big stuff from Turner. Ball is loose. And Anderson, whose coach calls a ground ball machine, living up to the nickname, finds its way through. And Mobaird will try and get settled. This has been a sloppy first half on both sides. Short stick D-Midi, Oscar Speranza will get off and They get their 6 in there. Velastro. And it's the young contributor Mason Schwartz finishing up his sophomore year here at Maubert. A lot of basketball kids on this team, Schwartz among them. Christian Carter hasn't faced a lot of havoc in a while. Hanover Park has controlled possession for quite some time, winning at the dot and having lengthy possessions, neither team really hanging on to the ball too much. But Maubert hasn't been in an offensive set in quite some time. 5:40 and counting till halftime. It's 2-1 Hanover Park. Quick shovel shot won't go from Schwartz. Nice idea. And they will say that Hanover Park was closest to the ball. Alex Amorisano, who's headed to Marymount to continue his lacrosse career. He was able to pick that one up for his team, but it looks like they've turned it right back over. Low-scoring first half. It's Harmony working from up top. And it looks like they did not get it across in time. Maubert quickly back in transition defense. Shot. He is way high. Olszewski tried to roof one that time. .445 till halftime here. Maubert's got the pickup. Turnover by Hanover Park. Speranza trying to throw one the length of the field. Didn't work out. Turnover Maubert. Coming back the other way is Hanover Park. Anderson, he's going to have a massive ground ball total when this game comes to a conclusion. 4 minutes till halftime. 2-1 Hanover Park. And Maubert looks like it's set to take a timeout. And the Crimson will do just that. Timeout with 3:57 till the break. It's 2-1 in favor of Hanover Park. So we'll get back to action here. 3:57 till the break. Maubert looking for its first goal of the quarter, second goal of the game. Maubert in white. Hanover Park is in the black uniforms. Harmony, the lone goal scorer for Maubert today. Sokolowski regathers. Morrisano giving him all sorts of trouble. Unloads, bounces, and a save. Christian Carter gets his body in the way. Another stop for the Hornet goalkeeper. Pass right off the stick of Fernandez. And Charles Fernandez relocates it and turns it over himself. You think looking ahead to the second half, whichever team can limit the turnovers is going to have a massive edge, because the turnovers have come early and often in the first about 21 minutes of this one. Got about 3 minutes to play till halftime. Ball was wrestled away for a moment by Harmony. Hanover Park settles down. Olszewski waiting for the unit to get on. Timer at 2:36. And Mo Baird is going to be shorthanded here. They got a penalty on Oscar Speranza. 6-on-5 for Hanover Park. Great chance for the Hornets to get ahead by 2. It's 2-1. With Hanover Park losing in the last couple of years in what's been a 1-goal game and a 2-goal game. Now they've got the lead approaching the break with numbers. And shot saved and scooped up by Turner. That's huge for Mo Baird. Herbach on his senior day, battling back there in the crease. Anderson Stutter steps ahead. Mo Baird still down a man until the penalty on their short stick midi, Speranza, comes to an end. And they're going to wait this out until they get back to even numbers, which looks like they're ready to have. So now we'll get into the 6-on-6 here. Less than 90 seconds till the break. Mo Baird has not scored in the second quarter. They will try and do so here. Fernandez, the dish. Nice find, shot. And does that get across the goal line? Yes, it does. Fernandez sets it up. Matty Baum scores. Mo Baird evens the game 2-2. Fernandez set that whole play up, and that's the offensive skill set that his coach raves about. And with 1:12 till the break, Mo Baird and Hanover Park tied up 2-2. Face-off coming. See if Jude Franco can win this one for Mo Baird. It's a battle. Still not picked up. Pushed aside. And Mo Baird with Speranza has the ground ball, and here comes Franco ahead. Less than a minute till halftime. Mo Baird is going to look for one last quality look before the break, seeing if they can make it a second goal in the last couple minutes of the quarter to take the lead into halftime. Franco on the move. Hesitates. Carving out space. Franco takes the shot and scores! 5-hole from Jude Franco. The sophomore puts Mo Baird ahead 3-2. Terrific individual effort from Jude Franco. Found a way to get his team the face-off win, and he's the one that deposits the goal, his first of the day. Mo Baird leads 3-2. Took him a while to get the engine revved up, but now we're seeing Mo Baird put a little offense on the board. And Anderson, ground ball win on the face-off. Nick Anderson, the junior close defender, stays in the offensive zone here. There's 8 seconds till halftime. They won't bring anybody in. Fernandez, bounce, and into the stick of Carter. Whiffs on the pass, but it's a moot point. We've hit halftime. 3-2 is the score. Mo Baird leads by 1. A late surge in the final 1:12. Mo Baird scores a couple goals to tie and then take the lead. On their senior day, they're up 1 on the visiting Hanover Park Hornets. Halftime here at Burke Memorial Field. We'll come back with play-by-play action of the third quarter in a few minutes. Starting the third quarter here from Morristown Baird School. Sam Cooperman with you. It's 3-2 Mo Baird with a final 2 minutes of that second quarter where they scored 2 goals to go ahead as we have a big collision at midfield. Flag comes out of the official's pocket. And that's going to go against Mo Baird, it looks like. There is a big full-speed crash there. And now it's going to come into a special team scenario here as the officials talk this over. Is kneeling down as well to indicate the penalty is on him. And ditto for Turner, as it's now a 6-on-4 for Hanover Park. Advantageous spot as we get this third going. Hornets looking to tie. It's Walters the dish, and they go around the horn. Mo Baird's going to have to scramble here. Shot ripped a little wide, may have grazed the stick of the keeper, Urbach. Olszewski trying to fire one on a low-lying shot. So defense stands tall for now. Moran operates at X. Gets the pass through. Walters high dish. Olszewski lost it for a moment. Has to just smack it over the Moran. Novak nearly had a massive ground ball for Mo Baird. Turnovers were a problem for both teams in the first half, as Hanover Park steers the offense. And Moran in front, stopped. Mike Urbach, save for the senior. Anderson snakes his way ahead. The junior defender working through some havoc on the ride, and he's not phased. Lobs that one into the offensive zone. Mo Baird fights off a 6-on-4 scenario, shorthanded. Big moment to start the third. They could have succumbed there with now just under 10 minutes remaining in the third to a tying goal. That did not happen. 3-2 Mo Baird. The Crimson have the ball here. Christian Carter, the goalkeeper for Hanover Park. Score would indicate this, but both keepers have been really strong today. A sloppy turnover that time off the stick of Christian Jones. Had a weird weather day here today. We've had torrential thunderstorms, then beautiful sunny skies. Now we've got overcast and partly cloudy skies. Looking a little gray in some parts. So we'll see if that holds off the rest of the way here. Hanover Park looking to tie the game back up. Moran. Renzi. They go off the hop trying to get this defense off balance, but Mo Baird is staying very disciplined on that side of the field. Eight minutes to go in the third. Moran around a screen. Anderson stays glued to him. Off the stutter step. Pass gets to X. Cosentino freshman midi. It's been their secondary face-off man, drawing at 60%. So for a rookie to be doing that, awfully impressive. Also providing 14 points on the season, 5 goals, 9 assists. DeLaurie, Balastro, guarding him. Tried the spin dodge, looking for the alley. And the pass was not there. Picked back up as Thomas Moran dumps it ahead. Shot goes in. We're tied. Garrett Walters. Bit of a 50-50 possession there. Either team could have made something happen. Seemed like for a while nobody was really valuing the ball, but Hanover Park capitalizes with 7:04 to go in the third. Ties the game up at 3. So Mo Baird, Hanover Park, really good battle on faceoffs. Both men drawing over 50%. And it is Hanover Park getting the win. Sebastian Renzi, his first year as the main faceoff guy for the Hornets. He was behind Kyle Hahn last year, but after he graduated, it's been Renzi's job this year, and coming into today over 60%, and those numbers are going to go up after today. Really good stuff from the senior. Walters just scored the goal. They put the short stick Speranza on him. Hanover Park looking to retake the lead, and they do just that. Go to their leading scorer, Chase Olszewski. 4-3 Hanover Park. So it's 6:22 to go in the third. In a minute's span, the Hornets put a couple on the board. Olszewski, an excellent hockey player for Hanover Park, and played his freshman year. Didn't play lacrosse last year, but got back into it this year, and he's up over 75 points on his junior campaign. This is the 14th game Hanover Park has played, so just unbelievable numbers. Olszewski and Thomas Moran either at or near 75 points. Those two have been dynamite on the offensive end of the field. Ball with Mo Baird. They're trying to tie this one back up. Down 4-3 with under 6 to go in the third. Pass across, shot fired, and Carter collects it. Sokolowski had a pretty good look, but Christian Carter gets the better of him. Carter off his line, the pass ahead. Clears have been an issue for both of these teams, so interesting adjustment, which makes sense. Get the goalie out off his line, have him work it ahead, enable a short quarters pass instead of somebody having to kind of take a gamble there and throw up a heave that might not be handled correctly. It's Moran, matched up with Anderson. Moran the swivel. Turns the other way, but he was pickpocketed. Nick Anderson causes the turnover and has the ground ball. Really impressive player. Strength of Ryan Novak on display. He was able to avoid a trail check and hang on to his stick. Mo Baird with possession. Inside of 4.5 to go in the third. Fernandez 1v1 at X against Basilino. Draws 2. Shot whizzes wide. Matty Baum, he's got a goal today. He was looking for a second. Couldn't sneak that one inside the left post. They'll recirculate this offense. Will the Mo Baird Crimson. Balastro. Spin. Gets the shot off and covered up by Carter. Christian Carter coming to play in goal for Hanover Park. Again, both of these goalies have been excellent. Mike Erbach and Christian Carter. Hanover Park offensively has it. And speaking of goalies, Mike Erbach, we started this one a little later because he had an exam he had to take. We were set for a 4:30 start. We didn't have the opening faceoff till around 4:50 here. And it's a testament to not only what these kids can do on the field, but certainly, and most importantly, what they do in the classroom. Erbach headed to Tulane, planning to play club lacrosse there. Excited to see what he does in New Orleans. Makes a foot save that time. Moran tried to beat him. He's got his shoe out there and had the stop. Another save for Erbach. Less than 3 minutes till the end of the third. Mo Baird has not scored this quarter. We have a scrum for this ball. And eventually it is Hanover Park with possession. One on none. Excellent look, but they cannot score. Cosentino couldn't beat Erbach. The Crimson fans loving that. Mike Erbach, the right-handed senior, had Cosentino and nobody else there to help, but he was able to come up with the goods. 2 to go in the third. Mo Baird really could use a goal here. They get the unit they want in, try and get a running start. Balastro. Cradles. Low pass. Initially not gathered and pushed in a little closer. Pickup for the visitors. Garrett Walters. He waits. Delory across. Renzi dials it back, looks at the clock. We are now under a minute remaining in the third. Less than 13 minutes to play in this senior day matchup. Mo Baird trailing. Hanover Park with possession. Feels like it's a close one every year between these teams. Nobody is led by more than one today. 4-3 Hanover Park. 30 seconds to go in the third. Moran trying to dart around Anderson. Shuffles. And shot not quite there. Clock at 19.7. So they'll have time for a few passes here. Try and get the look they want. And most importantly for Hanover Park, don't let Mo Baird get a crack at this thing. They've done a nice job of that. Taking the time, but allowing themselves some optionality here. But that's not what they were looking for. So now Mo Baird might get something after all. Fernandez on the move. Steps in, barrels through, shoots, save, Carter. Hauls it in to close the third. Charles Fernandez got as good a look as Mo Beard possibly could have created. But once again, we're seeing Christian Carter play an awesome game in goal for Hanover Park. Fourth quarter in just a moment from Mo Beard. School, Sam Cooperman with you on this Friday late afternoon, 3 minutes away from reaching 6 o'clock, and we can start to say good evening. It is senior day. Morristown Baird led 3-2 at halftime, trailing 4-3 going into the fourth. Jude Franco, the sophomore, one of the leaders on this team. 1 goal and a few face-off wins. Try and pick up a few more of those face-off wins against Sebastian Renzi, who has won the lion's share of them today for Hanover Park. Renzi has this one for his team. Nice find. Moran trying to go low. Gerbach was ready for it. Mike Gerbach, part of the parade of seniors honored today prior to the start of this one, and Coach Steve Manita really raves about this senior class. They've endured some tough seasons in recent years, and how they have been at the front of this turnaround. Mo Beard last year with 4 wins. This year they've got 9. A win here would get them to double figures. They've got some catching up to do, down 1, start of the fourth. They set it up. Fernandez backs all the way up at X. He wants to draw Basilino. Top close defender on Hanover Park out. Working on him. His pass knocked away, not secured, and now it is. George Abdi had the caused turnover. Christian Carter runs it ahead. The goalkeeper cradles and steers it into the zone. Carter passes, and now we'll head back to his perch. Meanwhile, the pass didn't get to Cosentino. Olszewski had that one served up on a platter to him. 10:20 remaining in the fourth. DeLaurie scans the Crimson defense. Matched up with Velastro, the midi. Renzi. Speranza, who's guarding him. Walters has scored one already. He dives right in, passes back to X. May have been trying to take a shot there, but it worked out as a pass. Less than 9.5 to play. 4-3 lead in hand for Hanover Park. Looking to knock off Maubert to get to 8 wins on the 2025 season. 4th year for Angelo Salenti, leading this Hanover Park program. Former JV coach at West Essex. And they've put up some nice building blocks and have really had an impressive season. Delory trying to break through. Having some trouble. Olszewski defended by Anderson. Delory trying to set a screen. Olszewski uses it, goes for goal, but it was off the stick of Velastro. Really good defense from Marco Velastro. He deflected that one up top. Now here's a chance for Hanover Park, and they cash in. Thomas Moran scores his second of the game. It is 5-3 in favor of the Hanover Park Hornets. There's a player down for Maubert, so we'll pause for a moment. When we return to live play-by-play, it'll be 8:20 to go in the 4th. So we get back to action here at Morristown Baird School. Sam Cooperman with you. 5-3 Hanover Park. They get a goal from Thomas Moran to give them their largest lead of the game here at 2. There's 8:20 to go. And face-off won by Franco. He scored for Maubert their last goal. That came 23 seconds to go in the second quarter. Shot a little high. There's Matty Baum on the shot. Schwartz. Maubert looking for chance to get within 1 here. Schwartz spins. Fernandez at X, steered around. Christian Jones. And it just went right in the crease, deflected off the stick of a Hornet. And Christian Carter take his time with the pass here. With a little over 7 minutes to play in this senior day matchup. Basilino in stride. They break out. Moran circles. Pass, nice catch. Oh, that was a no-look. Olszewski could not finish, but that would have been a highlight for Hanover Park if he had. Mo Baird scrambles up ahead. Freshman Luke Harmony scored the first goal of the day for the Crimson. It was a really nice 1v1 dodge he had on that first goal. Decided to pass there, but wonder if maybe they try to isolate him, get him a look with time ticking inside of 6.5 to play. Sokolowski, defended by Basilino, uses the Fernandez screen and dips back. Schwartz thought about going for goal. Now he does, and that hit a man. Harmony up top as in comes the shot that gets through. Sokolowski, one of the seniors, scores on his big day. The two-way midi cuts it to a one-goal game. The Mo Baird Crimson are down 5-4. The Kevin Sokolowski goal gets them one closer. There's 5:53 to play. And that was a massive goal for Mo Baird. They really needed to score there because then you're up against the clock pretty quickly. And Mo Baird, he's awarded the face-off win. Renzi must have gone a little early. Crimson can tie it up right here. Jude Franco. He eyes the sideline, makes sure that the Mo Baird Crimson have the 6 they want out there on offense. Gets set to attack. Swivels through. High pass was caught. Fernandez dishes it out. Shot from distance. Off target from Velastro. It'll stay on this side. Late sprint from Jude Franco was just enough to beat his counterpart in black to being closest to the ball. And they have to start from the spot Franco has it. And the clock winds. We're seconds away from hitting 5 minutes to go here at the Morristown Baird School. Franco, defender falls down. Pass wasn't hauled in cleanly. Velastro attempting to break through. It's knocked away and picked up back into the crease. George Abdi causes a turnover for Hanover Park. They speed ahead, have numbers, run the break and score. Olszewski makes it 6-4 Hanover Park. A transition goal with 4:43 to go. It all started with the defensive work of George Abdi causing the turnover. And from there, the Hornets got out and ran. And run they did. Olszewski, second of the game. 6-4 in favor of the visitors. And somebody proceeded early. And they'll say once again it was Renzi. That's been called on him a few times. So off the face-off violation, Mo Baird back down 2. Less than 4.5 to play here. 6-4 lead for Hanover Park. Franco in attack mode. Fernandez around the horn, shot, saved. Carter got a piece of it. Shot from Marco Velastro. Lefty trying to uncork one. Less than 4 to play. Time really bleeding down here. Mo Baird needs a goal and realistically need a face-off win. Fernandez initiates, spins through, and shot bounced wide. Mo Baird should be closest to it. But Hanover Park fans thought that with the long pole there, they might have a chance. We'll say that Jones just beat his man to the spot. Whistle before the shot from Sokolowski. And it'll be Hanover Park taking over. Didn't see what the whistle was about, but it goes against Mo Baird, and now here comes Hanover Park. And more whistles down on the field. Timeout is called. There's 3:08 to play here. And Hanover Park is trying to go back home with a win. They've put themselves in the driver's seat down the stretch at Burke Memorial Field. Well, this game had a few twists and turns. It stayed pretty close throughout. But it was Hanover Park up 2-1 for a good chunk of the second quarter after the teams tied 1-1 after the first on a Thomas Moran goal. But in the final minute, 12 seconds of the first half, 2 quick goals from Mo Baird. First it was Baum on the assist from Fernandez, and then Jude Franco put his team ahead 3-2 with 23 seconds till halftime. Then, in the third quarter, the only tally, or tallies, plural, went to Hanover Park, and it was 2 within a minute span for them. First, Garrett Walters buried a shot, and then Chase Olszewski put his team ahead 4-3. Thomas Moran goal made it 5-3 earlier this quarter. But then, first goal of the second half for Mo Baird came from Kevin Sokolowski with 5:53 to go in the fourth. That made it 5-4, but Olszewski just scored again with 4:43 to go. Now we're at 3:08, and the score is 6-4 Hanover Park. The Hanover Park Hornets will have possession. So for Mo Baird, you really got to throw everything out there, dial up some pressure, and try and force a quick turnover. Give yourself ample time to score 2 goals and knot this thing up. Nick Anderson, the junior Pole, has been fantastic today. Don't have ground ball numbers in front of me at the moment, but he's had a massive number today. Came into today with 25 in the team's 16 games, but man, has he been fantastic. Came out a little while ago, but he's back on the field for Mo Baird. Walters. Defended by Nate Cortell. Slide came over from Anderson. Haven't seen a lot of Nate Cortell today, 40 in white. His coach, Steve Manita, said he doesn't play like a 9th grader. 2.5 to go. Olszewski trying to barge through. Novak, the close defender on him. Around it goes. Oh, and they could not receive the pass cleanly. Teddy Petro wanted to shoot before he reeled it in. Anderson walks it ahead with just over 2 minutes to play. 6-4 deficit for Mo Baird. They will take time. And the Crimson have given themselves a good chunk of time to play with here. Not a massive amount, but certainly enough as the winds start to pick up at Burke Memorial Field. We'll see if Mo Baird can get a late surge here like they did at the end of the second quarter as they try and pull off a comeback win on Senior Day. They're going to need a lot to go their way in the last 2:08, but it certainly is plausible. Need a goal fairly quickly, and you'd like to win on the faceoff. If you don't do that, you're going to need a last-ditch effort defensively to force a turnover and give yourself that last chance to score. But a faceoff would make that easier, but before you can do any of that, you have to score here. And that is what the Morristown Baird Crimson will try and do. They will wrap up their regular season on Tuesday here against Caldwell. This is the senior day on this Friday afternoon, and again, highlight the seniors. A couple of them were not in uniform today. Zach Braun, volunteer EMT with the EMTs in Summit. I mean, remarkable stuff from him. He's going to Boston College. Sean Rizzo, football, hockey, and lacrosse. He'll be attending college at the University of Tennessee. I want to highlight him, both defenders who have been 4-year members of this program. Ryan Novak, the captain. The quarterback of the defense, as Coach Steve Menita calls him. Kevin Sokolowski, senior midi. Marco Velastro, senior midi. And Mike Urbach, who has been awesome in goal for Mo Baird. Low-scoring game. Featured a lot of saves both ways. Fernandez shot early. The ball was never in his stick. And it's scooped up by Hanover Park. It was the keeper, Christian Carter. I was looking at my sheet thinking, wait, who's number 8 in the field? It's the keeper, Carter, who ran all the way up to midfield to try and get that pass through. And before things got even more dicey, Hanover Park called time. We're at 1:45 to go. It is 6-4 Hanover Park, and they look to make this closing time here at Burke Memorial Field. Last couple of years, it's been a close game, but Mo Baird has grinded out those wins. But this certainly speaks to, yes, Mo Baird has had an excellent year. They've improved a lot, but so has Hanover Park. 4 wins last year, 5 wins the year before for Angelo Salenti's group. But this year, if they can hang on here, they'll be up to 8, having an 8-6 record. It's a really nice turnaround for them. And Mo Baird, even if they come up shy in this one, still will have a chance to get to 10 wins on the year if they can get the better of Caldwell on Tuesday. But they'd like to find a way to pull off the comeback here. Only 1 goal since halftime for the home side, but they've battled. They've allowed themselves opportunities. And now they're at a point where they don't have much more time to work with, and the other team's got the ball, which complicates things even more so. Garrett Walters, sophomore for Hanover Park. We'll start this up. Chucks it towards goal. The keeper wasn't looking. It goes in. They had the keeper, Urbach, off his line. And in front of goal was Logan Turner. A downtown hit makes it 7-4. Hanover Park. What a goal. You kind of saw that developing in slow motion. So with 1:40 to play, Mo Baird has 3 goals to make up, and not a lot of time to do it in this 4th. And face-off, battled for and won by Renzi of Hanover Park, but he coughs it up. Bodies hit the floor. Anderson takes it ahead for Morristown Baird. The Crimson with the face-off win after all is said and done. 3 goals down, and we're closing in on the final minute of action here on Senior Day. And whistles. It's a man down. CJ Palmisano, a freshman for Hanover Park, hits the turf, and he's up seems to be good to go. Looks like just a timeout was called, as Mo Baird will look to concoct some way to get back into this one and give themselves a chance at a comeback. It is going to be very, very challenging, but we'll see what they can do. Again, this has been a gritty group this year, really setting the tone for a program at a place that loves its lacrosse, and a rich history here in that as well. But there's certainly some room to grow, and that's what excites Steve Manita about what this program can become. And there's some guys he expects to take really big steps next year. And they've certainly learned from the senior class that's being honored here today. Again, Velastro, Sokolowski, Novak, as well as Braun, Rizzo, and Mike Urbach. That's a class of 6 seniors in this Mo Baird boys lacrosse program. They will try and score here. Ball squirms away, but they don't turn it over. Nearly did turn it over, however. Under a minute to go. Shot fired. Save Carter. Sokolowski let one rip, but unable to finish. And now we're down to 35 seconds to play. And Mo Baird looking to finish this out with a goal. Hanover Park, the defensive effort from both teams was really good, but you look at what the Hanover Park Hornets did today, and you really got to credit them. Mo Baird averages over 8 goals a game. They have been held to 4, and just 1 in this second half. Fernandez spins, goes for goal, and slides it wide. Closest to the ball was the Hanover Park keeper, Christian Carter. A 3-year starter in goal is Christian Carter. He had 24 saves and a loss last year for the Hornets. Don't have a save total in front of me, but this year he's going to be happier than last because his team is 11 seconds away from a win here at Burke Memorial Field. 7-4, unless Mo Baird can get a goal here before the buzzer, will be the final. Novak directs traffic from the back line. Crossfield pass. Off the stick of Sokolowski. And there's 5.7 to go. And this one is just about over. Hanover Park battles and comes away with a win on the road. The Hornets, with a dominant second half defensively, win it 7-4 on Mo Baird Senior Day. They're fired up as Hanover Park comes to Burke Memorial Field and walks away with a win, their 8th of the season. A celebratory feeling for the Hornets and Coach Angelo Salenti. 7-4 the final, as Mo Baird falls to Hanover Park. I want to thank our entire team for making this one possible, all the fine folks here at Morristown Baird School for hosting us and having us here. Play-by-play productions on the call. Jake Gallagher, our producer in-house today. For everyone who made this possible, Sam Cooperman saying so long and good night from the Morristown Baird School. 7-4, Hanover Park wins it over the Mo Baird Crimson. So long and have a great weekend.